knowing your 2-octave major scales will unlock so many different types of songs for you. And today you're going to learn how to play 2-octave scales, and I'm talking every single one of those key signatures found in my scale book, page 7. So let's turn right to it and not waste any time. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jonathan. I've been teaching cello for quite a long time, and we're going to learn how to play every major scale on your cello. Before we begin, I'd like to bring our attention to here, where we have the one fingering to rule them all. It's going to have a 1-2-4 extension, then there will be a shift, another 1-2-4 extension, a shift, a 1-2-4 regular hand position, non-extended, same thing to another shift, 1-2-4, and the shift once again to a 1-3-4. You will notice this is quite common throughout most of these scales, as I'm showing you right here. 1-2-4, 1-2-4, 1-2-4, 1-2-4, 1-3-4. In other words, you can basically play every single scale, save for the C, as long as you start the index finger with the exact same fingering. But for the sake of simplicity, we're going to learn the scales in the order of first sharps and then in the order of flats. And to better demonstrate all this, I'm going to use my electric cello because it has markings. Let's get to the basics. Right here, this is the end of the first position, these 3 dots. Right here is the beginning of the 4th position. And right here is the harmonic. A, D, and G, C. We will go all the way up to the B natural right here. We begin our 2-octave scale study here in the first position, open string, C major. Next, in the very order of sharps would be the G major. It's going to start here on the open G. And like I mentioned to you, the one fingering to rule them all, I will play at the end of the video. But to show you the fingerings that I have marked here, for simplicity, we're going to start on the open G. The next scale in our order of scales is the D major scale. And I will show you the basic fingering you will learn. It's very important. It's going to start in extension. Keep your thumb behind your middle finger. There is a video in the top right of the screen there. Check it out, talking about this extended position. Your hand is going to remain in this position right here. This is the center of everything. It's biology, it's anatomy, and I'm telling you right now, keep your middle finger aligned with your thumb. When you start this, you start like this. You don't walk up into it like a spider. You start in this. Play Bach, and you'll find out if you have good first position extensions, yeah? So this will be an extension across the 2 first strings, and then regular relax, using open strings. My technique for doing this is you want to move during the open string. On the descent, I suggest that you use your thumb to keep you in contact with the back of the neck. It keeps you in tune as you're not touching the fingerboard. Now, all my students learn how to do this technique. Now, here is where the magic happens. Your hand is in the air. You're going to click it up a half step. It doesn't need to be super precise. It just needs to be landing on the +4, extension back. And that is my good suggestion of doing that. The next scale in the order of sharps, this will be 3 sharps: A major, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Starts here with the extended position on the G string. You cross over to the same extended position on the D string. Then you remain here in the first position, shifting up to the 4th position, 1, 3, and then shifting once more to 5th position, 2, 3. Notice I am making a standard 5th position. Don't try to do anything basic or out of the ordinary. Make a proper 5th position as such. You caught that when I shifted up the thumb on the back of the neck. I'm really being obvious with that. It's going to super help you. Again, shifting to the 4th position and then shifting to the 5th position, still remaining your index finger on the F sharp in the context of this particular 5th position. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. And check out the video on the side right there. I explain 5th position, 6th position, and the 7th position. My name is Jonathan. I love doing this, and I want to appreciate you being here. Ooh, now we begin in E major. Now, E major is the first scale that calls for us to play in what I call the one fingering to rule them all. Now, certainly, you don't have to play these fingerings as such. You can still use the open A, but I'm going to use the fingering here indicated in my wonderful scale book available on Amazon. And so it's going to be a 1, 2, 4 extension. You're going to cross over, whole step back, 1, 2, 4 extension, crossover, whole step back, collapse the hand, 1, 2, 4. And then you're going to slide up. There's going to be a whole step difference between this. You see this right here? Here's a whole step difference. Once again, 1, 2, 4. Again, string crossover, whole step back, 1, 3, 4. So again, I'll talk through it and then I'll play it. There's your E. Remember what I talked about the thumb? You're going to put your thumb high. You're going to remain that. Your elbow is going to be at a good level. You're not going to be doing any of this funky stuff. Just keep it straight. Crossover, whole step back. Crossover, whole step back. Collapse the hand into the half position. Now, you're going to make a whole step between that and the last position that you were on since you're remaining on the same string. 1, 2, 4. Crossover, whole step back. 1, 3, 4. Crossover, whole step up. Remaining on the same string. Shift all the way back. Whole step difference between the two positions. 4, 2, 1. I use a -1 in my pedagogy to indicate the low 1. Crossover, whole step up, extension. Crossover, whole step up, extension. Now without any talking. There's a little note I want to make about vibrato. I'm adding a little bit of vibrato for you guys at home to want the pleasant sound of the cello. But first, you must learn how to play all these scales sans vibrato, no vibrato, no vibrato. Build the shape prior to making the variation. I'll talk about that another day, okay? Think about camping in tents. Anyway, the next scale we're going to play is B major. It's exactly a crossover 1/5. Same hand position, extended second position, and then you're going to shift, whole step back to the extended first position, then we're here to the half position, yes. Then we're going to go up to the third position, and then once again to this position right here, the sixth position with a 1, 2, 3. And I always recommend putting your thumbs elsewhere. You can also put it on the back of the cello if you have an acoustic. You'll see that demonstrated at the end of the video. Let's play this. B major, which has 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. We no longer have any open strings. The next scale we play will be the F sharp major, which has 6 sharps. 6 sharps starts here in the extended third position. Then you shift to the extended second position, and then you shift to the lower second position, and then once again to the half position, ending in the third position. If you need any explanation of these positions, I've made videos on my channel, so check it out. I have a playlist about the positions. So now let's play this F sharp major scale, extended third position. Let's go. C sharp major has 7 sharps. The last of all the scales. We're going to start in the half position, then shift to the extended third position, then shift to the upper second position, closed, then shift to the lower second position, closed or non-extended, and then ending in the once again half position as such. Let's do this. C sharp major, 2-octave scale. All 7 sharps.